I just saw the pest control drive by, so they should probably be here shortly. They have to go to the other apartments, and they usually spend like a minute. This guy that looks like trying to behave like his body language is to express Marco, which is my mom's son, my half brother, which I don't talk to him, have any communication other than when I visit my mother. Very seldom that I did. But I did live with him for a short while. This guy's behaving like Marco. Now I just felt someone shoot me with an electronic device in my chest with this neighbor right over here. They're listening to me right now and they're preventing it from happening. They want control. Now this guy's behaving like his body language is behaving like Marco. So they're studying him and then they're approaching me with threats, saying, "No, we're gay, we're control." But even though he's never met my brother Marco, if I gave him my brother's number, I don't have his number, but if he met him, he wouldn't know who the fuck he is. Neither my mother. But they're going to put their enforcements claiming that they're their enforcements for my mother. That they're the owners and decisions about what's happening in the relationships of them and everything else. They're very detailed and stalking in everything that I'm doing. Everything that I'm doing. These individuals, like this person over here, is probably listening to me right now with a recording device, and they'll hit me with the electronic device to like, shut your fucking mouth, you're a fucking slave, and that's what they're playing, is playing slave owner. There you go, they hit it again. I just felt them do it again. It's an electronic device that they hit against the wall and it shoots some frequency into my physical body because they don't want to get caught by any police officers catching this gun and weapon that they have. It's fucking brutal torture. I'm just sitting there waiting fucking in terror, what else they're gonna fucking do to me, what's gonna happen next. Because if somebody's shooting me in my jaw. What I think they did is that once my molar was sensitive, like it started to hurt a little bit, they shot the electronic devices real violently on my jawline and face so that it blends in with who it's going to be blamed on. Is it the electronic devices or is it my decaying tooth? And that's why they're doing that. These are some of the most evilest, crazy, mentally evil. You have to be mentally very sick and evil mentally to go along and do this type of behavior. You have to be crazy, evil. There is no God that these people believe in to torture anyone like that. To hold somebody hostage in a fucking apartment and beat the fuck out of them, you don't know who they are, and you're using corrupted police officers and electronic devices they can't find or detect and making it look, turn it around on me like I'm crazy. You have to be mentally beyond any crazy control to be torturing a human being for this number of years, tracking them down and enjoy it. They enjoy the torture and control and abuse they're doing to me. They enjoy it. It doesn't bother them at all. I've been on the run for my life forever, for a very long time, and I have to go on the run for my life to find hope because it's not going to happen here. They're not going to allow me to have an apartment in any kind of peace, let alone jobs. Somebody out there, the straight community, very few of them have been informed about what's happening. They're gang units that work together. This guy is behaving like Marco. It's really bothering me, the fact that he's tall, so who knows if this guy's actually a pest control person. Doesn't seem like it, because the reality of the job description of a pest control person usually brings all these spraying chemicals. So what they're going to do is, they put these fake, you can buy them at Walmart or at the grocery store. That isn't pest control. And so they're trapping me, and they're telling me they know the subliminal messages. We're going to set up traps here and it's like they're gonna set up traps everywhere I go all over the state. So they're trying to confine me mentally of how much control they can have over me because they keep suppressing in every which way. But this guy and this crew, specific individuals behaving like Marco, the other one's behaving like he's the authority and fighting for the supremacy. So real prejudiced people. They want control over my mother and to make sure that they say what happens with my mother and her family and all this and extract me from any type of vote, any type of opinion I have toward my biological mother. They know my brother's gay because he said he was. So what they're going to do is this guy wants to go ahead and portray. So he's either they know what I'm saying. So they're I don't know if he try to act nice this time, but I did catch it on the other video. As you can see, he makes just threatening gesture at me. And he's tall, so he tries to use a form of intimidation that he's in control. And then this is a fucking cult. This is a fucking cult of what they're doing. It's a gay community cult is what they're doing. It's so fucked up because they want me to look crazy. They want me to talk and think crazy. And I'm not saying that, a lot of the stuff does sound very persecuting and crazy because it is true. But the more that I make these videos and how all this detailed stuff of what they're doing in teams, and I can't get them to stop shooting these electronic devices, the more crazy it seems because that's what they want. They don't want to be identified. They don't want to be identified at all. They have a special network of gay community and transgenders that are dispatching through some sort of internet site, group chats that they have only between the gay community. A very tight organization, spending all the money in the world. There's no telling how much money these people are stealing. There's no telling how much money these people are stealing in this city and other places that's strictly just giving out free money of the gay community. If you're a gay community transgender, you get free money, free anything. And that's all they do. The banks, if the police officers are only like that, imagine what they're doing with the banks. Imagine who's giving free money away and stealing it. Nobody will ever catch it. I'll turn on the video as soon as I hear them walk upstairs or simply open the door.